All right, let's talk about it. Tillable land. Now, that is a term used to describe the kind of land that you want to purchase. And the reason why you want to do that is because it is fertile soil. It is soil that can be cultivated. You see these terms that I'm using? The Messiah even talked about sowing seed and what kind of soil you should be sowing seed in. And it's amazing how people that claim that they are following Yeshua, they don't get this. They don't get and they don't understand the fact that, us as a people, we need to be going about doing things a certain way, and especially when it comes to purchasing land. Could you imagine purchasing some land because you haven't done your own due diligence? You haven't saved up to purchase the right kind of land, and then you turn around and you purchase the wrong kind of land, and you find out that it is not, you're not able to cultivate that land. I'm going to give you some examples here, okay? Number one, to use a ditch witch, a trencher, to run the land, to run the pipes, as you see, it's covered up now. I had to go through the soil, okay? Now, if this soil was like the Messiah talked about, if it was all rocky and stuff, I wouldn't have been able to get through it, or I would have needed a more robust machine, which probably cost thousands of dollars. It took me $200 to rent that trencher. And like I said, I was digging the trench. I was digging I was digging the line because I was going to tap into that hydrant right there. But come to find out, there's a hydrant over there and over the other section, and I hit the water line right about right here. So I just went ahead and connected it and just ran it all in to over here and over here. But what do you notice about this soil? Okay, it's clay, it's not rocky, and so therefore it is tillable. And that's why I say, it's important to understand why you should be purchasing a certain kind of land. Now, what I understand is this, is that a lot of people, they just purchase land because that's what they could afford. They couldn't afford good land, so they purchased land that they can afford. And they work what they got. And that's true, and that's okay. You work with what you got, right? But I'm going to show you the importance of good tillable land. Right over here, I have the wood piles that I had, okay? So underneath the wood pile, look at the soil. I want you to take a good look at the soil. Look at that soil. I'm going to plant directly into this. I'm thinking about just going ahead, once I take these things up and move this stuff out, because I purchased, and I'm going to be doing a video on the racking system that I purchased for the wood stoves. It's about to rain out. But see, this is good tillable soil, okay? Good tillable soil. I'll be able to plant my corn in this. I'm thinking about planting corn in this. So I can take all this up. You see all that wood right there. Take this up and plant in it. But if you have rocky soil, you can't do this. You can't run lines. See, this is where the electrical was ran to that cabin right there. The electrical is going to be run all the way over. Another cabin is about to go right there. I'm going to get done. But you can't do this stuff if you have terrible soil conditions. You just can't. And this is why it's so important to talk to people that has purchased land like I did. Get the understanding, get the wisdom, get the knowledge so that you can purchase the right property. Because, see, I know a lot of people that have purchased the wrong property, went ahead, and now, hey, you can't develop it. No, you can't develop it. You can't put in any kind of real septic without big old tractors and all of that stuff. That stuff costs money. And what do we see happening now? We see inflation running amok. You see the cost of everything going up. I just, did a video talking about the fact that, I purchased my Low Pine Endeavor and my Low Pine Endeavor wood stoves for $450 a piece. The same stoves I can sell today for $2,000. $2,000. You see? I mean, I can't stress enough the importance of purchasing the right land, good land that you can cultivate. Cultivate. If you can't cultivate the land, then you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. It's hard to run irrigation lines, to run electrical, put in septics and stuff like that. Now, hey, if you truly want to live like backwoods and shitting in buckets and all this stuff and washing out in buckets and stuff, hey man, no problem. Go right on ahead. That's what you can afford. You know what I'm saying? Like the Messiah said, the poor will always be with us. But if you want to really have something that you can pass down generational wealth, like, look at that greenhouse. That is a 30 by 96 greenhouse. You know how I got that greenhouse? I got it for free. I didn't pay, I had to pay for the end caps and stuff, but I didn't pay for the plastic. I didn't pay for the metal. I didn't pay for any of that because if you have farmable, tillable land, and there's this program that the government had that they'll give you a greenhouse, and I got that greenhouse for free. But if you don't have the right kind of land, if you don't have a farm ID and stuff like that, they ain't gonna give you that. They ain't gonna give you that. You're gonna have to pay for it. You know how much a 30 by 96 greenhouse costs? Amazing. Do your research. Purchase the right kind of land. If you don't have enough money, don't go ahead and just purchase a land. Try and go into it with some other brothers, some other families, so that you can purchase the right kind of land. You need pasture. Did not the Messiah talk about pasture? Does he talk about a good field? Does he talking about a sheep and flock in a pasture? You can't keep animals bottled up. They're meant to roam. They're meant to be in an environment as to where they can forage and roam and stuff. You see what I'm saying? I'm about to move them to the larger pasture that I have in probably a couple of weeks. I'll give it a little bit more time, and I'll let them out here to eat up this grass that's out here because, like I said before, the whole perimeter, inner and outer perimeter, is fenced. Who did it? Me. But I'm letting this grass grow a little bit more, but it looks as usual, any pasture is coming in fine. But I'll give it another week or so and then let them loose out here and do my pasture rotation. But this is good tillable land. That's the kind of property that you want to purchase. It's pretty sad to see somebody go ahead and purchase and put large amounts of cash down on a piece of property and turn out that it's garbage. Turns out that you can't develop it at all. I tell you, man, I mean, you can give all the wisdom and knowledge and understanding that you want, but if somebody's just stuck on stupid, they're stuck on stupid, man. You can't help stupid folk. Let them be. Because what I've noticed about people is that if they're accustomed to making bad decisions, they'll keep on doing it. They'll keep on doing it. They'll keep on doing it. And they'll keep on getting the same results. But if you're wise and you listen to wise counsel, hey, man, like I have, man, I tell you, man, it's just a beautiful thing to be in a situation where you're debt-free, financially independent, your expenses, you ain't got all these expenses. I tell everybody, my basic monthly expense is about $400, but I can make $10,000 in a month. Isn't it amazing? I'll tell you, I'm trying to share this information because I've done it and I know how to get it done. Hey, but what are folk gonna do? They gonna sit and they gonna murmur, gripe, and complain. They gonna give all types of false testimonies and stuff. This is my beans growing up. We're gonna trellis it. And I tell you, man, it's just going to look beautiful. Look at that. I mean, just beautiful raised beds. We're going to get it done. I tell you, by their fruit, you shall know them. Yeah, not by their words, by their fruit.